Mental health services at Bristol University were criticised heavily last year. In the last episode, we looked at the ways in which university life can exacerbate mental health problems. In this episode, we examine the role of the university and the changes they have introduced in response to this criticism.
I was somewhat under the impression that any outstanding health issues that would be relevant to my time at uni would kind of be picked up on, maybe be contacted, or maybe like just next time I went into the doctors they'd mention it. No such joy. If things do start to go a little bit wrong for you, there's no outstanding record of it. Students that come here that already have issues that they've struggled with for a long time should definitely be recognised and picked up, because they're, to an extent, maybe the students in the most danger.
I applied at the end of second year, because I was having a bit of a rough time then, for counselling. Because a flatmate of mine had done it and she said it really helped her, so I thought, okay, I'll give that a go. Sent a few emails, had a few back. After about 2 weeks they said, yep, you're like worthy candidate, we can do one-on-one sessions with you, but they're going to start in the new year, which was 6 months away, which is not ideal, because when you are in low times, it is somewhat of a crisis. It's somewhat of an immediate situation which you need to remedy. If you're missing lectures, if you're not going to tutorials, the university doesn't seem to care. You won't get an email saying you're missing this or you're missing that. People can skip entire courses. People can be off the grid for days at an end without anyone knowing.
On the Bristol University mental health counselling page, there's a form that you fill in where it kind of ranks your answers from like not at all to very likely, and there's a lot of very triggering questions. I was specifically looking for kind of a one-on-one service, and I was told that I wasn't eligible for that. There's definitely money available in the university. They're putting a new extension on the gym, bringing new equipment into it, but I definitely feel like that money would be better spent improving the mental health service, because it is available, and I don't think they're necessarily listening to what the students need the most.
Yeah, well,
Have they started to listen? We asked Vice-Chancellor Hugh Brady what the university has done to address students' concerns.
Part of it is just recognising that since 2006 particularly, mental health issues among students has almost quadrupled. So the context has changed, and the scale of the challenge we now recognise. Most of the students who come to us who have a mental health issue, it actually arose during their time in secondary school or even primary school. So again, we're asking students to let us know that so we can best support them when they come here. The second thing I would say is we're making sure that alongside their academic support, that we have a team of professional staff in halls of residence and in schools whose full-time job it is to build community and help students build resilience, but also to identify vulnerable students much earlier than before.
In the most significant change affecting new students, young people entering the university now have the option to give their consent for an adult to be contacted if they become mentally unwell.
I mean, we've always had the right to involve a parent or a guardian or a third party if there are significant worries about a student's life. I mean, that's always been the way. But this is actually lowering the threshold. It's saying, actually, if we're to intervene early and support students earlier, there will be times when at that earlier stage it makes sense together to agree to involve a third party.
But what do new students think of this change?
Yeah, I'd be really happy to sign it. It's very hard when you're in that place to be able to talk to someone. So to have a third party be able to do that for you makes the process a lot easier.
Obviously, it's a choice to sign the form. I wouldn't sign it because I think we're all at university, we're all 18, we've all made a decision to be here. Surely, if a doctor can't go against my consent to tell my parents, the university shouldn't be able to either.
People can't really reach out with mental illnesses. I know personally from family members, so it's very hard to reach out with anything like that. So it's definitely good that the university will share it with your parents.